and joining me is the beautiful.
I shake the rigs.
So sit back, relax. There are a lot of conversations that are in store for you tonight. We're gonna give you a full insight of what it takes and what goes into our entire Panorama preparation to give you one of the best show ever in Vinti Mass Steel and Glitter. So we'll be right back.
Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114.
Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly. Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly.
Just to remind you that you're looking at the Europan Movement 2024 Panorama social media launch. Tonight we're going to have some great conversations. We're going to provoke some thoughts, and we're going to give you a better idea of what it means to be in a panyard preparing for Panorama. All that goes into a Panorama presentation, and all that is going to happen for Vinci Mass from the Europan Movement and all our beautiful member bands. And with me tonight, I have Miss Aishika D. Riggs, who are going to help me with this conversation. I mean, For those of you who are looking at the live, just put your whichever band you're representing tonight. Just put that in the comment section. If you have questions, feel free to put that in the comment section. Also, as we take you through the night, get your wine, get your tea, get your food, get your popcorn, get anything because it's going to be a movie, right, Aishika?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Rodney. It's a lovely night here at the Victoria Park where we are doing our social media launch, Panorama 2024. To my immediate left, we have Jamora Francis, and he is representing the Symphonic Steel Orchestra. Sitting right next to him is Mr. Roddy Dowers, who is representing the Hennessy Starlift Steel Orchestra. Sitting on his left is Mr. Tilal Webb, who is representing the Sion Hill Euphonium Steel Orchestra. And to his left is Johnny Pompey, representing the Epic Steel Orchestra. Good night, gentlemen. And welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But Mr. Riggs, I mean, I hear you say good night, gentlemen, and you're the only female on set tonight. And I mean, so I know you would take us along smoothly. But I know there are a lot of persons out there who often come to Panorama, what we call steel and glitter. And from time to time, a lot of persons don't understand what is happening on stage. And I mean, tonight we're here to give them a better idea of what is Panorama, what Panorama is all about. And to guide us through that is none other than the arrangers and the band leaders of the different steel orchestra throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I must tell you that, again, feel free to put your comments in the, your questions in the comment section. Rep your band, represent your band. But I am going to start the first question because I also have a lot of questions to ask these arrangers and these band leaders. I mean, so I don't know who wants to start, but my first question is, what is Panorama or what is a Panorama song?
Well, I know I got started about rolling it, honestly. Greetings and salutations to all the people looking on the live. My name is Mr. Jamoro Francis, the musical director for the Symphonic Steel Orchestra. Panorama to me, boy, where should I start? Panorama to me is like one of the best times of the year in my life. Panorama to me is a time that I get to express myself. It's a time where the youngsters in the Steel Orchestra get to harness their talent, get to showcase what we have been doing over the years, what we have learned. And you know, it's always something that we can measure. It's always something that we can measure where we are as a fraternity and as a steel orchestra, as a band. We can look at our panorama and say, well, we have gained more members, we have improved on our style or our standards. So Panorama to me is always something to look forward to. And I usually use Panorama as a measuring stick to see where I am as opposed to where I were last year. So, you know, it's the best time of the year for me.
Next, who's want to take the challenge?
Well, Mr. Small asked what is a Panorama song, right? Well, I'm the only person who's not an arranger, really. I'm seated between arrangers here, you know.
No, I think it's Panorama in general.
What is Panorama or what is a
Panorama song? Yeah. Well, just to add a little bit to what Jamo said, a Panorama song really sort of like highlights where your band members are in terms of their development, playing the instrument, learning the music, because everyone knows that a Panorama song is the most intricate song or piece of music that most of your players would play for the whole year. All right, so it was sort of like, as Jamo said again, measure where your band members are in terms of their personal development. Panorama itself, to me, it has been. I've been in Pan since I was 10. Before everybody here.
Plenty time.
You know, a long time. I can remember when I was a rookie in the Pan, and now I'm probably one of the elders. I'm probably the elder now in Pan, and it has done a lot for me as an individual. Panorama means a lot to me and to a lot of other Panists I know. It's a time of the year when we just take out that time of the year and everything else goes to the side. And we just focus on the Panyard, focus on your song, focus on your players, focus on beating your opponents. See if we could find their weak points and attack them. focus on your strengths. And you know, for me too, I like the friendly rivalry. You know,
Yeah,
Panorama.
that's true.
You know, and it's from a long time. It's from long time. I can remember in the days when Potential and Starlight especially used to have a real serious rivalry. But Starlight will help Potential push the rock up on the stage, and Potential will help Starlight push the rock up on the stage. You see, so it's the friendly rivalry. We say, boy, we come in here, we beat you, we bet 2K Bay and all kind of thing, but we just enjoy the whole moment. You know, and it's something that we like, something that we look forward to every year to to showcase our talents and to make sure that people in Vinci know, look, we are here to stay, and this is what we bring to you as a fraternity.
Right, Tinal?
Panorama for me is skills and the players' skills in terms of the performance generally throughout the year, and for the arranger especially to take a 3-minute song and carry it 10 minutes is really testing your skills, your musical skills to really expand a song so far from 3 to 10 minutes for the arrangers. It's difficult, but we work it all the time, and it's really sweet. They could know how good we really are musically. And for the players too, you're playing simple songs all the time, bossa and chorus songs all the time. When the Panama comes, some technical parts, some, more difficult and more strenuous parts. And I enjoy the practice and the liming and the little drinking and having the fun, and that's my thing. Yeah, I enjoy it. And coming in the park and we liming together, the members of the other bands come together, having a little drink and fun, it's really nice. But Panama for me is really testing the skills of the players and the arranger.
Well, Johnny, last one on the ship.
Johnny, who's that?
JP.
Yeah. Well, everybody know me as Jippy, so I don't have to go around with Johnny anymore. Yeah, Jippy. In terms of the panorama, as the guys said already about development and so on, yeah, that's basically it. And in the Panya too, sometimes you have some new players come around. That is like a bonding stage when you're practicing for Panorama. Everyone start getting eager to just go and showcase what they can do. Panorama night. That's really about it. And well, in terms of the Panorama song, normally you take whether it's a calypso, raga, soca, and the arrangers really do their thing. Showcase what they can do now in terms of taking a song from where it is here. Maybe a basic 3-chord song. And then when you hear that song, that song really could take all the music. And you take it, you transform the whole song just to showcase for people what you can do. Express yourself. Yeah.
All right, well, you've heard it from the pioneers themselves, some of the arrangers and the band leader. But Roddy, that was you being the only band leader on set. And I mean, the other 3 members are arrangers. For you as a band leader, what are some of the things that you have to consider while these arrangers or your arranger is preparing the band for Panorama? What are some of the roles that you play as a band leader during the Panorama season?
For me to be a band leader, you have to really have good human resource management skills. This is what I think works for us, what works for me. At Panorama time, you face many different challenges, and most of these challenges would be with your players. I'm sure these arrangers would agree with me. All these players have different things going on, maybe home, maybe school, maybe work. Some people don't like the song, some people don't like this other player, some people think somebody else should arrange the song, and there's plenty of different things that be going on at the time. A band leader really is supposed to try to keep things together, right? Keep everybody focused. Try and pick up exactly where you think there are issues, where you think things are going wrong, where you see people might be unhappy, and try and deal with it quickly and without it getting out of hand. Because when you see players start getting unhappy, they come practice late, they stay away from practice, some of them decide they ain't coming back. They might talk to the partner, say we ain't coming back, and that kind of thing. So you need to learn to keep your players together. And you have to focus on them. You have to keep your eyes open all the time to see exactly what's going on. All right? Try very hard not to interrupt and get. Don't humbug your ranger.
Simply put.
Yeah, yeah. Don't humbug your ranger. If there's something there that you think that maybe this could be it, you could talk to him or him, and we have to know how to do that. All right, you can't just say, "Jippy boy, me like that part him." No, doesn't work like that. That's a disrespect to your ranger. You could talk to him or you could text him. What do you think about this? All right, but for me, being a band leader, especially at Panorama time, is how you manage the human resource of your band, your players. Of course, there are other
Variables.
variables.
Yeah.
Your instruments, how you're gonna balance your band to go down. But this is not just your job. This is your job between yourself and your musical director and your other senior players. But in terms of being the leader of the band, it's about you managing your human resources.
Well, Roddy, I don't jealous you at all. Sounds like a lot of work, and I'm sure that there's an entire team behind each of these steel orchestras. But quickly before we take our second break, I want to go back to the arrangers very quickly before we take this next break. I mean, arrangers, where do you get your inspiration from when you're heading into that panorama preparation mode? Quickly.
Quickly, boy, I got a lot of my inspiration from the panorama in Trinidad before. I must be honest. They have mastered the craft, so I kind of try to emulate. I kind of look at what they do and say, boy, this...
Emulate in terms of low teeth music, right?
No, well, it could go anyway.
Okay,
but
okay.
It's an inspiration.
Okay.
When I look at Notting Hill Carnival and look at, even sometimes looking at Antigua, or even Nine Mornings and see when Starlift play a song and how they play on the Nine Mornings train.
Right.
And so sometimes I look at some little simple things and say, boy, that's quite effective. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. You know what I mean? I just look at everybody, all my competitors, and say, boy, I'm going to try better that. You know what I mean?
JP, quickly.
Well, my inspiration, as Jomo said, yes, from Trinidad as well too, but I listen to a lot of music. Beethoven, I have some CDs of Beethoven and Bach and that kind of classical stuff. That is what I like, and I get my inspiration from those music because I want to be more in that realm.
Okay.
You know, orchestration, I want to do more of that. So that's where my inspiration comes from.
Tidal?
I'm a cartoon man. I love my cartoon music, and cartoon having some serious classical music here, and
Yeah.
I am a cartoon man, Tom and Jerry
So
and Bugs Bunny.
music?
No, classical music, you know what I mean? Yeah. If some cartoons, cartoons, you understand what I mean? Classical music. But I like my, Pana music in a whole too, but I'm a more classical kind of person. I love plenty classical music.
Alright, so you've heard it. What is Panorama? What is a Panorama song? You heard how the band leaders operate. You heard where the arrangers get their inspiration from. I think is a mouthful. And I mean, I don't jealous any one of you. And I mean, so we'll take our second break. And when we get back, we'll continue the conversation. Remember to put your questions in the comment and rep your band.
Channel 114. Visit you. Channel 114. Visit you. Channel 114. Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114.
Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly.
And welcome back to our Panorama launch. We're going Rama 2024. Reminder to our viewers that you can post your questions in the comment sections and we will ask them. Guys, question for the purpose of persons listening to the live, looking at the live, because I'm sure everybody here is familiar about a Panorama preparation and what takes place at a Panorama. What would you say are some of the things that happened during the Panorama season? Who want to jump in here?
I like to start first. You don't know me. Give me the question again, though. Give me the question and answer it properly.
What are some of the things that happened during a Panorama sessions? You know, the season
Well,
leading up to Panorama.
during a Panorama, there is always the whole situation of the youngsters dealing with examinations. Examinations are always just before Panorama, just before Carnival. So sometimes while we practice for Panorama, there are people doing exams. They come, they might bring their books, and they take a piece of music and they have to go back home. Or sometimes they can't get music for the entire week because they might have stuff to submit and all these things. So the school challenge is always in your face. But the academics are very important. So especially a band like Symphonic Steel Orchestra that has a lot of youngsters, during Panorama, you always have to juggle children having their examinations to take care of.
So how do you as the arranger deal with that?
Well, one of the things that I realize is that it messes with your preparation. So what I did this year, I have already started my junior song so that they will have a better time to prepare for Panorama. And when the heavy season comes with exam, because this is second term, right now is a lot of sports meet and all these things. So I have started my Panorama song early. And hence the reason why me especially, that's what I normally choose an old song, because the songs for this 2024
Haven't been released as
hasn't
yet.
been released as yet. So I deal with it like that. I tackle an old song, and to me the old songs are better structured. So I tackle an old song, and that helped me to ease the situation a bit.
JP, I see you smiling over there. You want to add to what Jomo just said?
Well, yeah, to reiterate what he said, I mean, about the old songs and the structure and so on, that's one of the reasons, and the late release of the new songs as well. But then there are some songs, some of the new releases as well, some people don't relate to them very well, because you may not hear them on the radio very often, depending on which radio station you're listening to. Apart from what Jumo said about the schoolwork and so on, we're also in the Carnival is also in the hurricane season. So sometimes the weather contributes to not having practice maybe a day or two. That could throw you back quite a while, where music is concerned. But apart from that, there are challenges with getting players home and so after practice, because everybody know. I could tell you each band in St. Vincent don't have played people from that particular area. You have people from all over the island, so you have to face that challenge with getting people home and safely and in due time as well, because they have school the next day or work the next day. So sometimes it could be real challenging. But,
Well, two of the main points were just that I was thinking of just came out. One is the transportation in terms of taking players home. The bands now are much younger than before. In my time, well, in my earlier time, you had older players who could take care of themselves more. They probably lived in the area, most of them. Something that we don't like to talk about, but the crime situation was not as bad as it is now. So now you have to make sure that your kids or your players get home.
Especially females.
See, especially the females, and especially, unfortunately, as to what happened with the young lady at Sinel a few years ago. Right? That's something that is always in the back of our minds. Always. And the school, our carnival is placed right in the middle of exams. It affects all the bands. I know for sure it will affect all the bands. It affects us for sure. Right? And there's this period where you feel like if nothing is happening because so much of your players are out and you're afraid to move on with your song because so much people missing, and you want to make sure that everything is in place. What we try to do is, as Jomo said, start as early as you could, get as much of the song out of the way, and then when the players come back in from exams, then you try and give them your final push. But one of the main challenges for us is choosing a Panorama song, right? These days, the songs that come out, and I'm gonna get a lot of licks for this. The songs, I ain't afraid to get licks. The songs that come out these days, arrangers wouldn't know. They are very.
Man, they serve.
They would be difficult songs to deal with. Difficult songs to use.
Go up the road and give them kumbaya talk. They serve.
Difficult songs to use for Panorama. Very difficult songs to use. The melodic lines leave a lot to be desired.
No cards.
Right? The chord structure, none of them have any brass parts in them that you could relate to. So, most times we use old songs, and people sometimes ask, why you use an old song? Why you ain't playing? Let me don't call this name of the song, but they're difficult to use. There are two chords in the song sometimes, and you can't really move with the song. Right? So then choosing the song is important. But after you choose the song, you try to get a song that people know as well. Now, our audience now is relatively young as well. So you're choosing an old song with a young audience.
And a young band as well.
And a young band. So you find yourself playing a song from 1975.
Where they weren't born.
Where they weren't born. They themselves, the players may not even know the song. The audience, if they're young too, they don't know the song either. So you have a situation where we might have a problem with them relating to the song. So the choice of song is very important.
Tidal, what are
For
some things
me,
happening during the season?
for Sign California, and I sure must want to say the same thing. I have a problem with the young people today in terms of discipline. And not only in PAN, but in sports in general and culture. They don't want to come to PAN because they don't want to be disciplined. And PAN is not a disciplined organization. You understand? And some of them, they want to stroll in when they feel like, they want to come and come and they feel like, well, I never show with me. If you ain't come a couple of days, you ain't playing. And you cannot see it with me, but, I personally have young people, them kind of thing. The discipline of young people nowadays days is very, very poor. They tend to believe that, because it's not their thing, cause when they feel like and come when they feel like, and I can happen with that. And I reckon that even in sports too, same thing. So if football falling apart, netball falling apart, because they want to come and join the whole disciplinary part of the whole PAN. And PAN discipline, as we said before, so PAN against Cameroon reform, because in the PAN man in jail, we have time to commit crime, you understand what I mean? We in the PAN yard, no time to commit crime.
Mr. President.
You're telling the audience.
Well, let me tell the audience something that happens in panyards that we often tend to run from. Let me shake up the thing a little bit. In these panyards, relationships start. Friends, best friends, future husbands or future wives. In the panyard, oftentimes these youngsters bond so much that you find them moving together. You might see, especially Epic, kudos to Epic for that. You might see Epic Steel Orchestra in a Queen show, about 10 of them. Then you go a football match and you see Epic Steel Orchestra at the football match. Then you go beach and you see Epic Steel Orchestra on the beach, liming.
The bonding is important.
So the bonding is important, and the bonding is what occurs oftentimes. They got like a bacchanal, a little soiree too now.
Like everything else and everywhere else.
Yes, but steel orchestras, a lot of relationships harness in the steel orchestra. Friends help each other because most of the times the kids belong to different schools. Sometimes they don't even belong to the same community because my band is at Kittel, South Leeward, and I reside in Kingston. So whenever I take a few kids along with my children from Kingston, they make friends with people in Kittels. They make friends with people at the shops and all these things. So it kind of intertwines the different, and you could see it. Some of them talk different, some of them act different. And we happen in Tongue, you go here, we happen in Leeward. You understand? So a lot of bonding.
Right, so I mean Ashika, there's a lot that happens in the steel orchestras that I still feel no longer call them steel orchestras. I see them more as institutions. But I want to head to our live audience. I want to big up Keith Kane. He had a question which I think you guys answered earlier. Is it getting more difficult to choose a Panorama song for Panorama? I guess you guys highlighted that where in terms of the chord structure is not as friendly. Big up Magical. He said, this man teach me music, which is Jomo. So Magical said, big up to Jomo, our former Sokomana king. Another question was, how do you go about choosing your song? As you may say, this is a winning song. I think you guys touched on that a little bit in terms of, if it's friendly in the melody lines and the chord structure. Big up Keisha Johnson. She's representing Sign, and she said, big up her cousin Tidal. Cecilia Davies said, I want my daughter to learn to play pan. How can I get on to you, Jomo? So, Jomo, you have earned yourself
a new student.
Nakita is saying, big up Nakita from the band Epic. Are bands facing an issue with having enough pants to supply the growing number of players for Panorama? We would hold that question because we have that as a topic coming up. So we want to big up everybody in the live. We want to big up Akeem, better known as Zoops, who is also an arranger and player. His question is, what is it in it for Pan players today which is a very, very, very important question. I would hold that also, like all watching with people. And I mean, so we have a lot of persons on the live. And I mean, want to say big up to everybody who's on the live, and we want to say big up to our sponsors one time, VC3 and the Carnival Development Corporation. Want to say thank you for always accommodating us, VC3. And for persons who just viewing, you're looking at the social media launch for Panorama 2024. We go in Rama, and we have a lot of things in store this year for Panorama. So, you know what I mean, continue to look at the live. But I have a question that, you know what I mean, would really kind of shake things up now. And it is for Jomo in particular. How many Panamas have you won as an arranger? Because we know you have a history with Symphonix and Starlift.
Symphonix, Starlift, Rhythmic Steel Orchestra.
Right.
I have won one senior Panorama in 2007 with the song Kangaroo by Touch. I have never won junior Panorama.
Never.
I came as close as second place twice. One with Starlift Steel Orchestra and one with the Symphonic Steel Orchestra.
Right.
But sometimes winning is good. Winning could be overrated at times. But I am always a winner because there are people who come to the Panorama to listen to what I have to offer, or my band have to offer. And their reactions are so soothing to my heart that in my mind, I am a winner. You know what I mean?
All right. That's a good mindset to have. But we're gonna take our next break. I mean, continue sipping your wine, drinking your tea, drinking your juice, eating your popcorn, because it's a movie. We're gonna get a little bit touchy as we continue. So just brace yourself again, represent your band, ask your question. We'll be right back.
Channel 114. Channel 114.
Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any Lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly.
Yes, welcome back. And we're right here in Carnival City, Victoria Park. You know, I encourage everybody on the live who living in the diaspora. Remember, Vinci Mass is June 28th to July 9th. Book your tickets now. I get to understand that they're very cheap flights. And remember, we go in Rama, which is July 4th, and we go in Junior Pan, which is June 30th. And we want to also invite persons to come out to Junior Pan. Never mind, we're talking Senior Panorama, Steel and Glitter. We go in Rama. Now, earlier, I heard from Jomo. I was asking him about the wins that he have under his belt. And we realized Roddy from Starlift, right? That last year you took an initiative where you decided to rest Hero, Kingsley Hero, and use Mitch, who is one of the youngest arranger in the junior panorama or in the arrangers field right now. What made you make that decision as a band? What drove you to make that decision as a band?
Well, there was a time when Hero was a young arranger, and Starlift took a chance with him. At that point, I wasn't around, and we just figured at a point like this, where if the young people are coming up, we have to show them that we appreciate what they're doing. And Mitch, and not just Mitch, there were one or two others as well, but Mitch was one who we kind of singled out as time was going along. He was doing little music in between, and we just thought we'd give him a chance to do this one. You know, I don't want to say winning is not important to start it anymore, because it is important to everybody. When you go to a panorama, you go to a panorama to win. We just decided to take the chance with Mitch because we figured that he had what it took at the time to come with a good song, right? He got some assistance in terms of just, assisting him, pushing him along, keeping him going, and it worked out. It worked out well. He still has a lot to learn, made a good try to start with, and we will see how it goes from here. We have other players as well that we're looking to try to give them a chance as well. To maybe have Said is still there. Said could do, could do it too as long as he will have the time and so on. A couple of the players we won't mind.
So Said and Mitch doing the song together to come up against
year?
Jomo? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that's not what
Can't
you said.
tell you that one.
Oh, because I
Oh my
looking at Jomo
goodness.
getting nervous there as you
Never
speak.
get
yeah.
nervous with
But
that.
I would
Never
say,
get
I
nervous
mean,
with
from the
that.
European movement side, I would commend you guys for that.
Welcome it.
And
yeah,
I mean,
man.
I also, I know, from time go by, Sign Euphonium also took that same
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you guys did before by giving a younger arranger the opportunity. Now, Tidal, for you, and observing and doing the history of Sign Euphonium, I know that there were instances when Sign brought bands as big as 84 members, and there were a period in your life when you were doing 5 and 6 different Panorama songs. How were you able to manage that?
Yeah, being younger, I don't want to mean something like that. Those times, I wasn't working full time, and I had a lot of time on my hands, so it's like, I was basically home whole day doing songs, just doing music basically. I wasn't working full time, so I was doing like part time work. Thanks to Pest, my brethren, my tuna, for giving me a job to work with the schools, So I had like about 3 schools plus senior, junior, and senior. It was really difficult because I travel from, having a vehicle, had to go Adelphi, come back Convent, go here, go Leyu, come back senior, junior, and senior. It was really tiring and thinking back in the time, but as a youngster them time, nothing to do. I just home, just writing music right through and just, doing my thing.
I mean, again, there are a lot of commitment and dedication there, and as everything that we discuss here has a lot to do with discipline. Aishika, if you realize now, JP, you're one of my teacher,
And mine as well.
Aishika, plenty enough age old.
What does that mean?
I mean, and that's my question for you, JP. From as long as I know you, you're always tutoring, you're always teaching. What motivates you to not only do Panorama but also to nurture so many players in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? I'm sure that every corner of this country, there's one person in probably an office or any given space you have taught them band before. What motivates you to keep going and keep nurturing and keep teaching?
I mean, as a youngster, I always wanted to play. And from the time I got the first opportunity, my mom said, yeah, you can go ahead. I took it and I had that support. And ever since that, when I started teaching now, any youngster that says they want to learn to play, whether they're serious or not, I never miss the opportunity to teach, pass on what I know. And I never try to hold back anything from them. I just let them just push. As long as somebody wants to learn it, that's my inspiration.
Right. And for persons I'll put in a plug, anybody who wants to learn to play pan, just check Tidal, JP and Jomora Francis. I mean, you guys are from some knitted communities because Epic is located in Calico, Sign Euphonium is located in Signal, Starlift is in Montrose, and Jomo in Kittels. I mean, some very knitted communities. Now, one of the questions I've always had in my mind to ask, and it is something that I battle with a lot of people, because persons think that Panorama should be one of the biggest events in Carnival, simply because a lot of the bands are from some major constituencies or communities. Now, what are some of the things that you guys do to get your community involved, or do you get your community involved during your Panorama preparation?
Sometimes we just people just usually come around at time to listen to the band. There are times when we would like in the panyard and if people are around sharing food and thing, just lime around. And we welcome everybody. Don't try to shy away anyone this way, this is serious time and whatever. No, we always having fun at Epic, so we always welcome the community. People always come around.
Well, that's the thing I realized with Epic. Community is very close. The community, they hang, they lime. But where I'm situated, South Leeward. South Leeward is the biggest constituency in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
How big is the band?
My band is not a good reflection of the community.
Right, let's hear.
South Leeward, as I said before, is the biggest constituency in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They are really, yes, biggest. It is the biggest.
Okay.
Geographically, and in terms of different villages, South Leeward have Vermont, South Leeward have Vermont, Rilland, Clay Valley, Camden Park, Kittels, Chauncey, and you understand?
Yeah.
So it should have been reflecting a bigger size band. But because of the disparity, where the band is situated at the Kittels Learning Resource Center, not a very big interest comes from the Kittels community. A lot of the players come from Clare Valley, Chauncey, Camden Park. Strange enough, there are very few players from Kittels. And myself as a person from Kingston. A lot of people who are interested in playing with me, like my kids from parents who are my friends, they travel to the Panyard with me. So I want to also make this point. I am hearing that Starlift have a young arranger, signing is going to use a different arranger.
You hear that?
I see it, and it was said, but
You're not getting nervous, right?
no, never,
Because
never.
a while ago, I'll talk about age being an important factor.
No, I feel 16, man.
All right.
You know what I mean? I have 5 wonderful kids, and out of the 5, sabotage.
Keep that.
Oh.
Out of the 5, 3 of them play pan. You know what I mean? And that's a plus.
All right, there's some technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114. Visitry.
Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any Lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly. Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any Lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly.
Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114. Channel 114. Visitry. Channel 114.
Welcome back. Let me first apologize for that little technical glitch. You know, these things do happen, but nevertheless, we are pushing on, and we're here still. You know, our beautiful set. I mean, some of the lights are gone, but yet, you know, we want to big up our decor person, Delise Jones. We want to big her up. She's one of our executive members. So, if you have your weddings and your corporate events, just check out Delise Jones. Right?
Rodney, before you go on to your next question, I just want to say shout out to our live audience who are here with us tonight.
Oh my God.
They're trying to behave, but we have them there in the back
Big up the live
supporting
audience.
the bands that are here tonight.
Yeah, that's a serious thing, and Panorama serious things. Everybody coming out in their numbers. Now I want to go to the live audience, and I mean you have been such a great audience, staying here with us. Now there's a question. My question is to Rodney, the president. What is the Europan movement doing to get Pan on the education curriculum? Very important question. Late last year, we formed a steering committee where we're going to put together a case, a proposal where we're going to present to the Ministry of Education, not only to have PAN in school, because we do have PAN in school, but we want to have PAN on the timetable, where, you know, at this particular time of the day, just like science and social studies, there is PAN on the timetable. So actually, JP is actually the education officer and our executive, Mr. Tidal Webb and Jamora Francis. They all are part of the steering education committee to put together this case. So sometime this year, and hopefully for September, we would get through to have PAN on the timetable and not in school. There's another question here.
Not just in school.
From Arike Brown, who is a member of Symphonic Steel Orchestra. Are there any programs in place to teach the core knowledge of the steel pan craft to persons who are interested in becoming arrangers? Of course, we have different capacity building projects that are coming up in the near future. Directly after the Panorama season, we want to go straight into our arrangers workshop, because we believe that the arrangers workshop should be ongoing and not a one-off. So Arike, you can look forward to that. And you have a very good tutor who I think by now should have you under his wings and stepping away from the junior Panorama, because these youngsters are coming hard. I mean, we see that last year where Mitch really was the champion, you know what I mean, beating all these older men. And Tidal know where to bow out, you know. Tidal basically tell you bow now.
Well, don't show my boss like that. You know, as I was saying before, my captain who posed that question, he's starting to show some interest in learning the craft. And I'm very keen, and you know, all in this evening you saw me there showing him one or two little tricks of the trade. It has to be a keen interest in someone. Someone has to want to do this.
Correct.
And you know, I'm always available for anyone. Like my captain, he just started to realize that he has a knack for it. He has an ear for it, and he's coming to me more. So look out. You never know. Probably next year, a year
Next
after.
year, you don't want to let go,
because you
Jomo.
can't make
Jomo, you don't want to
mistakes
let go.
No. It's not about letting go. Letting go is one, but you have to let go.
When it's solid.
It's solid. You ain't want anything kaba.
Right.
You understand? And when I give him the thing to run with, it could be well done. You know what I mean? Teach him to fish, and he will feed himself for life.
Right.
For his,
Good. So you give him a
understand?
fishing line approach.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for Tidal and JP very quickly. As you know, we're trying to work against the technical problems. Do you see yourself retiring anytime soon?
JP wants to do that.
JP wants to do that.
I want to do that right now.
I mean from Panorama. I don't mean from retired teacher pan.
From Panorama.
Right, because you can't stop teach
Never
pan.
stop playing pan.
Right,
My
good.
pan is right by my bedside.
Right, okay.
I will never stop playing pan.
So are you considering retiring from Panorama?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have people like Luke and Acker and they doing their thing.
John, we hear that? That's other young people, you know. Them is in the 20s, and
Yeah, my arranger is 21.
no time with you. Remember them men coming, you know.
No. I will want to arrange and play until I die.
That they said about Luke and Acker, they're the ones doing the music for the folks for the solos and duets coming up. So,
Wonderful.
Tidal?
Well, for me, you know, I ain't gonna stop right now. Part of my life and, you know, in my blood.
Playing and arranging.
And playing and arranging. I ain't gonna stop right now. But I just figured that Septi doing a good job as an arranger. I do 2022 Panama song for the senior band.
Right.
And it was really well put together. And I think he had plenty of ideas he wanna push. So last I say, Septi, you take over. And if you need my guidance, I go guide you. And they say he done start the song already and he going on good so far. And I here for them all the time. He might help, I go assist him and anything that he need.
Big up
But, you
Septimus
know,
Kane. He's
yeah.
also a bass player originally. And I see him playing all kind of pan. Now, Tidal, I have a question for you.
Till I don't do the song as in Septi name.
Nah,
I just messing you, man.
No,
Septi is a nice young
Um,
software.
and mainly
Yeah, nice personality.
for Tidal and Roddy as the band leader. And it's a question that we hear in the public all the time. And I'm going to be very frank about it because I want us to bring some clarity. Tidal, I know you were the senior arranger for Sign Euphonium, right? And there was a particular point where the band, the executive of the band, decided to bring an arranger from Trinidad. Did you feel slighted or taken for granted in any way when that happened from Tidal and Dawes? I don't know if you want to answer from you as a band leader. Why did you decide to take that initiative of asking Hero to step aside and allowing Duvon to come in and things? So Tidal, for you, did you feel slighted by a foreign arranger coming in and take your job? Because these are the questions that are on the street, and that was why did you take that move? So Tidal, you can go first.
Okay. For me, I didn't really feel slighted. I felt the way what was done to me, I felt kind of disrespected. I will talk frank. I'm not afraid to say. It was done to me in a kind of harsh and kind of, didn't come over well to me. But generally, I didn't feel bad in that way. But I felt that after coming second behind style, if I told the executive, I would try somebody new. Not looking for them to go outside the country, but somebody here locally. But then they decided, well, the manager decided to go Trinidad. You understand? And I then wasn't looking for that. So, and then after I left, I went to Southeast to work, for them for 3 years, and then I came back and signed it after.
I mean, there's a lot of heart for you to actually go back based off of how you said you felt. Dawes, why did you as a band and not you as Dawes? Because I know the bands have executives and committees and what's not. Why did you decide to move ahead and bring an arranger from outside to do style stuff?
When we started this conversation and we asked where the arrangers get the inspiration from, I think 2 of the 3 said Trinidad, right? Everybody knows that Trinidad is immigrant. That's off pat. Everybody knows that. This is not a secret. Anyway, now, bringing an arranger from Trinidad, we figured, and at this point we realized that it has worked. And I don't mean worked in terms of winning, because we did lose with a Trinidad and arranger, right? In terms of being exposed to a different level of music, different style of music. And it's not just the arranger, because we all know, of course, a couple of bands would have brought players as well. So you ought to be rubbing shoulders with players that would be playing at a higher level than you. And we have seen in our band where our players have improved quite a bit because of this. One, because of what they see the other players doing, how they're playing, and they want to be like them, so to speak. And then the arrangers now with different kind of music, a different level, as Jomo and JP and Taylor, I'm sure, would have been experiencing, by following the Trinidad Panorama.
But Roddy and Tidal mainly, because I know JP and Jomo, you guys would feel like giants. Because if you eliminate the Trinidad arrangers from these big bands, competition is basically between you guys as the local arrangers.
Yeah.
Now Dawes and Tidal and even Jomo and GP coming here. Bringing the Trinidadian arrangers and the Trinidad players, did that do anything for us as a fraternity?
Well, it caused an integration. I became friends with some of these big arrangers, Devon Stewart, for sure, Dante Pantin, and there's Cian Gomez, not forgetting Cian Gomez. These guys came and gave me a whole different perspective of what arranged should be like. And myself going to Trinidad to perform with bands that these arrangers had arranged with, I took the opportunity to learn one or two little tricks of the trade. So the integration paid off. It was me coming up against a giant, but then I learned a few tricks of the trade from the giant. And it may not show just yet me winning them, because we are still competing against them. But the integration, it helped me in terms of networking, knowing people in Trinidad, of getting materials, getting instruments, and exposing myself and other players in my band to different music and a different arena. Because we partake in Panorama. Some of the players then partake in Panorama this year. We partake in Panorama last year. We partake in Panorama in Trinidad Panorama since 2015, when I got a little closer to these arrangers. So I am one of the arrangers who welcomed the idea of these foreign arrangers coming, learn a lot from them, and I just think that it was one of the steps that bands made that some people did not agree with. But I could say from me personally, I benefited from these people involvement in our Panorama.
Okay. That was quickly, for the ones who did it directly.
For me, I think it should have been a starting point,
Right.
And an ending point.
Right.
Because you've only been there for so long. How much more could you learn? How much more could they teach you? And you really not done already. Go down Trinidad, we see their style, we adapt to certain things, and they call me for certain time. A teacher could only carry that far. You have to go for yourself after that. You understand me? Sian came here for a while, and we learned a bit from Sian, and he left, and we brought BJ, which have a different style to Sian. And it's a different approach, but I myself went down there and see the difference, in arranges. And well, even before I go down there, right. I've been seeing Trinidad Panama online and on YouTube and other things before. So I don't adapt to something before already. And to me, like I always say my players, and I've proven them one time, Trinidad has no better than we in Panama. The fact is that's their living. Okay. We do pan part-time. That's a big difference, eh?
And the money is the thing. The money.
One time. And what is the money too? Because the money over there, that's their living.
The money is the thing.
Because I'm going to hear when we bring Trinidad players here to learn our song. Come and so when we don't learn their song. We don't learn their Panama song in 1 week. Right. They had 3 weeks to learn our song. 3 and 4 weeks.
Are you saying our players are better?
I'm telling you, I have something to sign you better than Trinidad players.
I will. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, we have some very good players.
Very good players. Very
we
good.
have some very good players at start.
I remember seeing make our players learn a Panama song in 1 week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could tell you, I know we have good players here, right? Because we have seen it. We have seen up to this year we have players that went on to Trinidad and learned the song very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But there are some players on Trinidad that come up to start, I know.
Exceptional.
That are exceptional.
Exceptional.
As well. I've seen
Some of the best.
I've seen a player learn a style of Panama song in 3 days from Trinidad. I've seen that. Right? I guess it's different players. I don't know. Different players different, right?
Clock shots.
Players different. I will not go as far as saying that our players are better than Trinidad. For sure. I will not do that. They're exposed too much. They have youth. What's the name of the school?
Sorry?
UTT. They're exposed to much more music. They get paid to play for Panorama stuff, so therefore they pay more attention to it.
It's a living.
So it's a big difference.
Like John was saying.
All right, well, again, let me remind persons on the live that, for those in the diaspora and those who are looking as a visitor, Carnival, Vincy Mas, Hottest Carnival in the Caribbean. We do party normal June 28th to July 9th. Remember, Panorama is July 4th. Junior Panorama is June 30th. So book your tickets now and come down. I mean, guys, there's some other questions that I want to touch on, but you know,
touch it
we
fast, don't
run
worry.
out of time.
Time.
But before Aishika bring one of our final questions, I heard Jomo alluding to money,
Yeah.
right? We are aware of the fact that to put together an orchestra is very expensive. What do you think about the prize money that is being offered for Panorama?
Prize money is too small. I know you have some financial constraints, but the prize money is definitely too small.
You think that would be a determining factor for bands?
See, the thing is, in spite of the fact that these prize monies are so small, bands keep coming. Because, you know, you have the love, you have the passion.
Yeah.
You know, but it could only go on for so long.
Yeah.
You know, we just take our bread and feed a nation.
Yeah.
The little some scrums. Like myself, I'm an unsponsored band. And year to year, every year you see me come with nice uniform, sounding nice, but it's because of hard work and you know, one or two friends we have in high places.
Big up Ann Jones.
Big up Miss Ann Jones. You don't jump the gun, man. Big up Miss Ann Jones. Big up all them other people in the executive. Big up. I had a big up Carnival Development Corporation as well.
CDC.
My workplace. And, you know, I've been thriving there. It's going to be 20 years now. I've learned a lot. And because of all this integration, going to Kai Festa and all these other places, knowing people around the place, you know, you go and you beg around, you stunt around, and you get a little sponsor here and there. I'm definitely making an appeal to the business community to inject a little bit more in pan. In all the art forms in general, but in pan we're struggling. We are, all the bands here, not all of the bands that you see here are sponsored bands. But come Panorama, you will see the bands, them glowing, everybody smiling, well dressed. But it's not just because we have big money, it's because of our love for it. And because we go out and we solicit some little help, and whatever little help we get, we still smile and bring forward a wonderful product for Vincy Mas.
Yep.
We go in Rama, Panorama 2024. What can we expect from the different bands for this year's Panorama?
Don't hide nothing, don't hide nothing.
Pulling out all the
Which
stuff.
song you're playing, how much players you have, if possible, what you're wearing.
Well, in February you can't get that, Mr. Small.
You sure?
Nah, you can't.
But I have a friend.
Remember I
beside
trying for
the
winner?
Scarlet Pioneer, I don't know, and I was hearing things.
well, we were.
So you don't have a song in mind?
in mind?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, we have a few songs. We have a few songs in mind.
Well, your viewers would like to know what you're thinking. Your fans, your supporters.
Our committee, we are looking at songs like Blessed Assurance. No, but to be honest, we looking at some songs. You know, I wouldn't say what they are now. Can't let the cat out of the bag just yet. But yeah, we looking at some songs.
Why is it a secret?
It's not really a secret, you know.
Jomo, what song you playing for Panorama?
Playing Teaser for Junior Panorama by Alston Beckett Cyrus. And I playing Panjam for Senior Panorama by the late, great Razom Shallow.
What sign you playing?
Right about now, I'm signing a junior band start this song for Hans. I can't remember the name for this.
Brockout?
Brockout
Brockout
time.
time?
Yeah.
What? So you started playing Brockout?
Well, except to choose the song, you know, something.
How are you playing for Senior?
Well, Senior Panama, we don't have ideas yet because we
I
haven't
don't
come
believe.
together.
Tida, I
No,
don't
we
believe.
haven't.
Are they hiding?
We haven't even come
I
together
don't know
and
where
discuss
they
Senior
hiding from
Panama
me.
yet.
They hiding from
Because
And they can't hide from me because
So you are defending?
Nah, and I live in Tongue, so I can hear what they play.
no, honestly, Senior Panama, we ain't discuss anything about Senior Panama.
JP?
That's the song as yet.
Nah. Nah, I sure the viewers don't believe. I sure the viewers don't believe that.
Panorama is 5 months away.
Yeah, but
I say what I play.
Yeah, we don't hide, me hiding.
alright, we'll take our final break and be right back because I feel like these arrangers and bands
Holding
need to
out
take
on us.
it.
No,
Holding
no,
out
no,
on
no.
us.
Because before we go, I want persons to look out for our band crawls. We're gonna be doing some crawls, so we're gonna take all of you beautiful people to the Panyards. We have a lime and see what happens behind the scene for Panorama. We'll be right back.
Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly. Instacash, a new terminal game from the National Lotteries Authority. It's fast, easy to play. There's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly. Purchase your tickets from any lotto terminal and win lots of cash prizes. There's the game Cash Stash, available at $2, and bingo tickets for $3, where you can win on the spot. Instacash, fast, easy to play, and you can win instantly.
Welcome back. We go in Rama, Panorama 2024. The vibes feel nice, boy.
Yeah.
But
Nice, man.
you see this hide and seek thing? And the two bands playing the same song. Hey, Shika, what a Panorama we will be in for.
That's a junior.
Right, but I want to shout out Pan Trimbago. I see that they were on our live, you know what I mean? And I want to say a major thank you to the president and her executive for accommodating 3 members from the Yola Pan movement, myself, Rodney Small, Aishika Derek's vice president, and Leslie and Militant. We had a great time in Trinidad. We had some wonderful conversation, some great commitment, so we can see a little plus to our Panorama this year. Now, gentlemen, as we wrap up, what do you have to say to your fellow competitors, and your fans? Quickly, what do you have to say to your competitors and your fans who are looking? Let's go, quickly.
Now as Epic songs coming down, you know what to expect from Epic.
Licks.
We jam band and we just Lego fire. What happened after that happened?
Share licks.
Yeah, just Epic, just Lego thing.
Epic, just epic.
Competitors,
Every
fans,
time.
still.
Well, they don't know one sign they coming, the whole village coming down behind sign, they don't know what's going on. One sign leave the hill, the whole village coming down.
So we have to tell the
So I don't know, people look up a sign in the phone and match the jolly, jamming, take it in the park. In the cost now and again, but we jamming still.
Don't free
You know what I mean? We don't free them thing, they understand. And then no start up a sign I ride ready for the longest while, but being afraid that the partner right next to me here.
Who is the partner?
You know where we go?
Who is the
My
partner?
brethren, that was done.
Well, they don't know me already. Symphonic Steel Orchestra. Win, lose, or draw. I come in.
Coming down.
I just want the swordsman who just get chopped up and cut up and still come.
Come on,
There
man.
plenty man if they get one slash, they don't know that.
Okay, over Panorama.
Come on, over and over. I've been there and done that, brother.
Money
You
man carry the
understand?
shoulder, put one corner of my partner. Yeah, partner.
Been there and done that. So you know how deeply related I am to Panorama. It's a time when I have to spend a lot of time away from my family.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It affects my relationship. But not in a bad way for it to be in shambles.
Just less time away from
Just less time
you
away
understand.
from my wife
Right.
and my children. But you know, I take my son with me and my daughter with me.
Nice.
Sometimes I take my small one and my grand with me.
Your grand.
Yes.
He's a grandfather.
Your
My
grandfather.
grandfather.
Yeah, come on.
Type of-
You understand? But as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by you all, come 2024, Symphonics would be at junior and senior Panorama. I could say that I am the only arranger in St. Vincent and Grenadines that arranges for a junior and a senior band. That have been arranging for a junior and a senior band lately. And I'm not taking anything from JP News, I was in the ring. But I coming down the road this year with a band.
With the whole of South Leader.
With the whole of South Leader with some Kingston mix-up. And you don't know, as I say, win, lose, or draw, I bring in down music for people money.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So let the people then be the judge for that.
Right.
All my fans, the people them who always commend me and say, Jomo, I think you should win. But like I
That
said to
change
them, no, I don't why you think I should win. I want the judges them say, Jomo win.
Thank you.
You understand?
And, well, we leave the champion for last. He rap back for
Well,
last.
I listen to these guys really, and you know, it's good to talk before the competition, but it's good to talk after.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a hot.
No, I just continue talking now. Remember, I just continue talking.
25 Panorama wins don't just come
Wow.
just so.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't just come just.
Numbers don't lie.
It's plenty work,
Yeah.
you know? So we talk on the night.
Well, before we wrap, I have to give thanks and praise to Raddy Dowers. He was my captain. I gained a wealth of knowledge as being a member of the Starlight Steel Orchestra. I gained a wealth of knowledge being involved with Symphonic Steel Orchestra, and before that, Rhythmic Steel Orchestra, which I won my first Panorama with. I'm still fighting for that glory field. You know, that is what keeps me going. Not really, but the art, the upliftment and the continuity of the art form is my main drive. But I have to give kudos to the Starlight Steel Orchestra. In spite of the fact that we are competitors, I can still go to Mr. Dowers, Roddy, my good friend, and get some advice, seek assistance. If I need to get my uniform from overseas, I could go to Mr. Roddy Dowers, and
Come looking better than you.
on track. Yeah,
Wait, you pay for it?
You gave me? That's the plug, man.
but still, this is something that we have to always put forward to the public. That we, in spite of the fact that we camaraderie, we compete against each other. But myself and Mr. Dowers will pull our uniform from one place to the other, and this shows togetherness.
Yes.
One
All right.
band. You know what I mean?
Well, guys, I want to say a major thank you to all of you and all the other bands who weren't able to make it. Panorama 2024 is going to be, I was just about to say epic, but Panorama 2024 is going to be amazing. I want to say thank you to all the band leaders, thank you to the entire Yulepan Movement Executive, the Carnival Development Corporation, and for you, the beautiful viewing audience. Now I want to invite you to our solos and duets brunch next week, Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Love View Hotel. It's only $100 food inclusive, a complimentary drink on entry. Come and hear all the wonderful soloists and all of the wonderful duet players do their thing. And on May 26th, Ivory Soiree, the all-white edition, you know, that was a hit last year, and we're coming back with it. So there's a lot of things that are happening for Pan in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And of course, we're going back in the streets, Pan in the streets. That is also coming. And I also want to big up Pan Against Crime. On March 3rd, we're going to be launching a brand new band in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So you can also look forward to that. I want to invite persons to Rose and Lime, Epic Steel Orchestra. What's the date, JP? Rose and Lime? March 1st, Rose and Lime, Calico, come and have some fun. And right now, Ashika, give me a countdown from 10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
Panorama Flyer. We go in Rama 2024. Thank you.
Come on.